Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome once again, as always, to another helping of Mr. H's Hot Pot. You join me today in sunny Fleetwood, right on the Fylde coast in Lancashire, where I'm currently walking along Fleetwood Road, and I'm just outside the Cala Gran Haven holiday park, which during the Second World War was a military camp, apparently. Now, I've no idea of the name of this camp, and if you know, please leave a comment below. But what I've come to take a look at today is an old relic from the Second World War and from when this used to be a military camp, because just outside the entrance to the Cala Gran holiday park is a World War II pillbox, which is in pristine condition. There's no graffiti on it, nothing like that, and you wouldn't believe that this structure that's just in front of me is 80 years old. Now, according to Traces of War website, this is located halfway between Hardhorn and Thornton. And just look at that. It's a type FW3/22 hardened field position. And strangely enough, the firing positions face the Cala Gran holiday park. So whether or not the layout of this military camp was different during the Second World War, who knows. Anyway, without further ado, I'm now going to whip the camera around and hopefully we'll be able to get inside this pillbox and take a look around. So, Hot Potters, before we go and take a look inside, it's worth noting that this one is hidden literally in plain sight, and I wonder how many cars come whizzing down this road like this one that's behind me now is going to do, and I've no idea that this is here. It's amazing to think that this is 80 years old, and it doesn't look it. It really doesn't. They were built between 1940 and 1941. And you can still see on the walls those marks there. That's where the shuttering for the concrete would have been. Still visible today. And I've no idea why it faces the Cala Gran entrance. All I can think is that during the Second World War, the layout of this camp must have been very different. They've obviously not moved this. Now, this pillbox is semi-hexagonal in shape, and the entrance is round the back, which is the weakest part of these bunkers. But unfortunately, it looks like the farmer, whoever owns that field beyond that tree line there, has chosen to push a massive mound of earth against the entranceway. No, I don't think there's any way into this one, not without a spade. You can just make out there in the corner. That's the corner of the entranceway. It does, however, give us a perfect opportunity to take a look at the roof. And as I say, this one's in pristine condition. The only reason I can think that this has been sealed is ne'er-do-wells have been carrying out nefarious activities in here. Now, there is a video online of this being cleaned out by someone. Someone just did it off their own back. I'll put a link into that video now for you, and you'll be able to watch that one after watching mine, of course. That there is one of the firing positions to defend the rear of this bunker, which would have been an open field. We'll try and take a look in as best we can through the firing positions. And this is one of them. You can see where age has worn the concrete away there. And that's what it looks like inside. That there, that central pier, that serves two purposes. Number one, it supports the roof. And number two, anybody who's manning any kind of heavy machine guns would have been able to brace themselves against it, as the recoil could be pretty vicious, apparently. And it does look pretty clean in there. There's no graffiti as such, no spraying. It just looks like people have scratched their names into it, which is pretty good, really, seeing as it was open once. This is another one of the firing positions. We'll see if you can see any better in here. Extending. And yeah, the floor looks pretty clean. Ah, there's the obligatory, is it a Foster's can, that? It's flattened, I can't see from here. And we'll have a look through the front facing firing position. Yeah, it looks like they've given it one final clean as best they can, and then they've sealed it, which is a real pity. And there's the other firing position. As I say, hot potters, a real pity that one, as I would have loved to have got inside there and taken a look around. Yeah, there we go, an old relic from World War II. It just sits silently on the Fleetwood Road. Right, hot potters, I think I'll whip the camera around and wrap this one up. Well, hot potters, there you go. An old structure from the Second World War. It still sits here in Fleetwood 80 years later. I hope I'm looking that good when I reach 80. Assuming, of course, that I do reach 80. Anyway, unfortunately, because we've had access denied, I've not had much luck, have I, recently, at getting into old World War II structures that I've been taking a look at. We're going to have to leave it though. Bit short and sweet, this one. But I hope you've enjoyed today's video, taking a look at that old bunker. And hopefully the next one that I take a look at, I'll be able to get inside. Anyway, I'm now going to make my way up to that bus shelter just down the road and wait for the arrival of Mrs H and little Toby James. Because we've come to Fleetwood today to come and do a little bit of crabbing in one of the pool ponds that you can do here in Fleetwood. So Mrs H has nipped off to Asda to be able to find some bait to lure the crabs in, and hopefully we'll get a bucket full. So I'm going to leave it here now, wait for Mrs H, and then jump in the old jalopy and go and enjoy the rest of my day. So until the next time, from myself, Mr H, it is bye bye for now.